We got to talk about something else here, and I want to bring it up. Sylvie, right? Because no one seems to give a shit. So I want to talk about it. We got to talk about this to see if, because I don't really hear anyone talking about it or saying anything about it. Guys, this came out so good, right?
So
this
good.
came out really, really good. This looks just like the prototype.
Wait,
so,
this came out already?
Yeah, see, exactly.
You didn't even know.
I swear to God, I didn't know.
See, this dropped the other
We
day.
just had our show on Tuesday. When did this come out?
I think it dropped yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it dropped yesterday or the day before. But dude, it looks great. It looks great. It looks just like the prototype. And this is another one, Riley and Dean, that I am looking at. I'm trying to think about it because I only have 17 spots for Marvel. Is she going to make the top 17? That's the tough one. But I really do like the show, and I like the character a lot.
I was going to ask, did you like the show?
Dude, you know I love Loki. I like the show. I don't love everything about the show. They kind of nerfed Loki a little bit, and also he was very different. Like that was just after him in Avengers. He should have been a lot more angry and unstable, I feel like. And
yeah, but he gets hit with a fucking huge reality check in that show.
He does.
Where it's like, bro, you're you die. Like you ain't shit.
Right.
Whatever ego you have, it doesn't matter.
Right. Yeah, and I do.
He
understand
goes through
that.
a lot of character growth in that show.
He does, bro. I like that show. I just feel like, there are some discrepancies sometimes with his power level. Like sometimes he's really powerful, and then next he's getting thrown off a train, and it's like, well, he's a god. I mean, he should be able to handle himself, but apparently not. So anyway, regardless, this Sylvie looks pretty great. But dude, Tim Sen's already selling it fairly cheap. I think this one's going to go pretty cheap. The Loki, actually, the TVA Loki is, I think, waitlisted on Sideshow right now, which is interesting. But like, I think most people didn't even know this dropped, or they didn't care, right? So it was a good show. People watched it, they liked it, but is this going to be a figure that people bring home? Riley, what do you think? Is this figure destined for the bargain bin regardless of the quality?
Dude, well, I think firstly, you're 100% right about no one caring. It's so funny you say that because I had a stream yesterday and I pulled this up as like one of the last topics. Everyone was just like, no, I don't care about this. Like, even Safel, I think someone said, Safel was like, dude, I'm gonna turn this off till it goes off. I don't care about this. I was like, damn, bro. I was like, shit, well, just drop. Yeah, exactly. I got to go through it. But it was so funny to me. But I will say, I get why people don't really care as much. To me, this figure is one where, yeah, from proto to final, it stayed pretty similar. And we're used to Hot Toys dropping from protos to final pretty drastically with some figures. But this one, especially because it's a female sculpt, I feel like, I think Nick said this, a lot of the female sculpts are harder to capture the likeness, but this one they nailed. They did really good on this. I see Sylvie, and as other people mentioned, I think Daniel said it in my past stream as well. Her hair is supposed to be a little blonder or a little brighter, I guess. She has highlights, but this figure doesn't have that as much. I think that's a little, like a nitpick, but I'd say, yeah, I think this one's gonna sit for sure. I don't think people care enough about this figure. I don't think it's gonna in my opinion, stand out enough in your display. I feel like it's gonna be more like, oh, she's cool, but like I want to see Carnage, I want to see Venom, I want to see all the other crazy figures. In my opinion, it's not to cast shade to the figure or anything, but it's a cool figure nonetheless. I'm happy for people who are gonna pick it up. I know there's Loki fans out there, but to me, yeah, it's just gonna be one that just, I sweep under the rug. I don't care about it as much either, but it did turn out amazing. So if people do love the film or show enough and love the character, go for it. It's a really cool looking piece, but yeah, it's not going to be for me.
Well, it does make sense, Riley. That's a really good point about the shelf presence of this figure. I do think you're onto something there. I think this could be a figure, I think, that could blend in with your collection, but it wouldn't stand out in your collection. I feel like it's
maybe if you have like a whole like Loki shrine, maybe, but like
right. And for me, I'm the biggest Loki guy, and I have one Loki. I have Endgame, right? I might get the TVA one. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. But this one is tempting. I do really like it, but it's just because the head sculpt's great. But dude, if they start selling this one like super, super, super cheap, then I'll probably
it'll look better at like a 20% off for sure.
Right. Like but I think it might even be higher than that, unless they didn't make many, right? But they might make this 30% off or something, right? Like, I think it could be like that. So I guess we'll see. But Dean, what do you think, bro? Is this figure destined for the bargain bin? I know like you said, you didn't even know it dropped. So,
I think this is gonna sit until the second season comes out, and people are like, "Damn, I actually kind of like her,"
right?
And then they're gonna go back and pick it up. But yeah, I'm with you guys. I don't think it'll ever really stand out on the shelf unless they do some like crazy shit with her character. I just don't see it happening. I mean, even Loki, like the main Loki, I mean, it's like the Avengers 1 look is like the only real Loki that stands out on the shelf. I think all his other figures are kind of mid.
There we go.
So her even beating out those, I don't see it happening. So yeah, I feel like if you want to pick this up, definitely wait for a sale. And whenever that second season comes out, maybe jump on it then, because then other people are going to try and jump on it.
That's a good point, Dean. I think, and Linda had said that in the chat too. I think I saw. So it will be a thing because the second season, when's it coming out? It's like this fall, right? I think it's this fall.
It's coming soon for sure.
Yeah, the teased it at the end of Ant-Man.
Right. Yeah. But that post-credit scene. Yeah. So I'm excited to see everyone back because I really liked. I think that's the only Disney Plus Marvel show that I watched more than once. I think I watched it twice. I think I watched the whole season twice. I really liked that show. I really liked it a lot. So, but I'm a big Loki fan, so that's why. I think it's probably. Is it the best Disney Plus Marvel show? It probably is, right? I mean,
I think it might be.
Yeah, I mean, WandaVision's pretty good, but the first 3 episodes belong in the garbage. So, but the other episodes are fantastic. I really like the rest of the show. But I remember when that Wanda show dropped, WandaVision, and the first 3 episodes went by, and I was like, I'm about to be done with this show. Like I remember, because it was all black and white. It was like all TV drama, and I was like, if they keep this going the whole season, I was like, I'm done with this show because it was just like it was literally a sitcom.
Yeah, it didn't make sense.
Yeah, and I was just
what are we doing here?
Yeah, and I was like, we're 3 episodes in. I was like, what are we doing here? Like, and eventually episode 4 came, and I was like, all right. So yeah.
I'm not even the biggest Loki fan. I just really love Tom Hiddleston and how much he loves Loki, and he really brings that to the character.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
I didn't feel that with this actress. It was So like I don't have that like attachment to Sylvie, but I didn't dislike her character. I thought she was great. It's just not enough to spend, $200 something on a figure.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's the question. I think this was $250. So yeah. I mean, I think you're gonna be able to get this figure under 200. I think so.
For sure.
Yeah. So we'll see, guys, unless they just didn't make many. It could be like a Ray, for example. Maybe they just didn't make a lot, but I guess we'll see, right? Well, let us know, guys, in the comments below what you're thinking about Sylvie.